Which iPhone case should you buy? This is a question that's plagued pretty much every single person who ends up buying a new iPhone. We're gonna be looking at all sorts of cases at different budget options. So we're starting at budget versions, all the way to intermediate, all the way to premium luxury. And I'm gonna be assessing these cases on 5 different metrics. Number 1, price. What does it cost? Number 2, material. What is that case actually made out of? Number 3, hardware. How are the buttons feeling and how do the design choices actually come together? And number 4, protection. Does it even protect your phone? And number 5, last but not least, special feature of each of these cases. So this is gonna be an interesting video. I haven't done a case video before, so I'm kind of excited for this. Let's get right into it. First and foremost, the first case we're gonna be looking at is this ESR magnetic hybrid stash clear case. This is probably the best clear case for the money that you can probably buy on the market. Now keep in mind, none of these cases, none of these brands are sponsoring. There's no sponsors for this video at all. Now look, this case is really good because coming in at $29, I mean, even if this case yellows out over time, which a lot of clear cases will do, it doesn't matter. It's 29, 30 bucks. So after a year or something, like 30 bucks well spent. Throw it out, grab a new one, and you're good to go. You still get the nice Magsafe here. Okay, in terms of material, the ESR case is made up of a polycarbonate / TPU. Pretty good materials here. Overall, really good protection. Now, in terms of hardware, I think they've actually done a pretty good job because all the buttons and stuff are nice and clicky. And in terms of protection, you have these nice like raised edges over on the side corners here. They also have a material here that's clear case that's protecting the entire back, and you have this kind of protruding stand here to protect the lenses. Now the standout feature for this case is one of 2 things. One, I love this use of a stand that they've had here. This will allow you to put the phone down, maybe queue up a Tausif Hussain video and watch it on the go. And the other standout feature with this case is the fact that it's just so good for the money, right? Value for money goes hard with this, so that's what I would say. ESR, again, everything is gonna be linked down below. Okay, for the next case, let's go with the tried and true and tested, the Silicone case. Okay, the Apple Silicone case is an absolute classic. It's been around for years, coming in at $49. Honestly, this is the best probably silicone case on the market. Now, in terms of material, obviously this is silicone material. Get that nice soft felt lining on the inside. They feel really good initially when you get them, but after like using them and throwing them in your pocket for a little bit of time, they start wearing out. So you'll start noticing a little bit of shininess or oil patches and stuff. Also, they pick up lint like crazy. Now, in terms of protection, silicone also pretty good shock absorption. It's gonna protect your phone if you have a regular drop from like your pocket area or something. You also have a nice protruding camera bump over here, so it's gonna protect your camera when you put your phone down. In terms of hardware, the buttons feel pretty good to press. You also have the camera control button over here as well. That's also protected, so that's very good. The standout feature with the silicone case obviously has to be the design, because it's one of the few cases you can actually get an Apple logo on. And so without the logo, it's just a regular case. You throw in the logo there, the looks are looking. Now moving up, we're gonna look at the Apple Clear Case. Okay, this is also $49 from Apple directly. Apple Clear Case is actually made up of a blend of like polycarbonate and some other materials. Standout feature wise, you do get the logo, and also some people do say that these yellow out a little less compared to other see-through cases, so just something to keep in mind. Next up, let's move up $10 in the price range for the Apple cases, and you have Apple's TechWoven case. I've had mixed feelings about this case, okay? The material that they're using on this is the special TechWoven material, and I don't know if you can hear it on the mic, but it's like a really rough pair of jeans is the best way I can describe it. It's nice. Sometimes I do like the feeling because it gives me a nice little like grippy textured feeling, but a lot of times this just feels way too scratchy for me. Like I kind of miss the leather cases that Apple used to make. Hardware wise, you get really nice hardware here. This time you have these metal buttons all along the sides here, which actually feel really nice to press. You get that nice camera control cover here as well. And overall protection wise, it's pretty good. I mean, it's a TechWoven material, but the side seems to be a little more reinforced here, so it will handle your regular drops. You also have your camera cover here. The front lip also covers the front. And overall, I think it's a pretty decent case. Then again, like it kind of confuses me because the inside, there's nothing special here. Like it's still that TechWoven material versus with the silicone case, like you have that nice soft touch felt. Now the standout feature again here is This is Apple's most premium case, I guess, their most expensive case that they sell in-house. You get the Apple logo as well, and you have really nice buttons. So I think that would be the standout feature. Now, moving up from there, the next case we're gonna be looking at is the MOFT case. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with this case. Some days this is the best leather case that you can find on the market for an iPhone, and other days, I struggle to use it. Let me explain. The case first comes in at $49. Now again, material-wise, yes, it is vegan leather, so it's not real leather, but it's a pretty good feeling case. It looks really nice and it feels really good in your hands. On the inside, you have this really nice feeling soft touch material. Some leather textures, sometimes if they're too slippery, it makes it almost feel like I'm scratching on like metal with it. I don't know how to explain it. And I get that feeling with this case, but it is hands down one of the best feeling leather cases on the market. But all in all, protection wise as well, really good protection. You have the nice camera cover here. You have the raised lip here, so when you put your phone down, no issues. Now, even though the MOFT case is well protected in a lot of areas, one thing I do want to mention is leather generally is not the best material for shock resistance. You have the camera control button here. Hardware-wise, again, metal buttons feels really nice, although the metal buttons are a little bit sharp for some reason when you first take it out of the box. And in terms of standout feature, this is the cheapest leather case that you can probably get on the market. Also, you get tons of different like color options. Here's just a couple. Pretty good. Okay, next up now, moving to the next category, we're going up another 10, 20 bucks to $69 for this grams 28 leather case. Material wise, these are real Italian leather, okay? So materials wise, this stuff goes hard. You also have a really nice felt-like material. Now, hardware wise, they also do the whole metal button route here, right? Which is nice. In terms of protection, you lose a little bit here because none of their cases actually cover the camera control button. Other than the camera control button, they have TPU material all the way around it, which is gonna give slightly better protection for drops compared to if they just wrapped leather all around it. Okay, in terms of standout feature for this grams 28 case, a couple things. One, I do like this little inscription at the bottom. Looks kind of cool. The other thing is you can actually personalize these cases. So you can go ahead and throw in your names or your initial or something like that down here as well, which is really neat. So if you did want to gift this to somebody, that's a solid option. Just get one of these, personalize it for them, they're gonna love it. And the other thing I would say is they feel and look the most leathery. They are the most leathery, Italian leather, I guess, out of all of the leather cases that we have on the board here. Now let's move up in price a little bit to the $65 range. Now in terms of material, this thing is polycarbonate and a mix of TPU as well. But on the inside, they didn't do anything special here, which is surprising because this is more expensive than your MOFT and your grams 28 cases. I mean, in terms of hardware, again, no metal buttons or anything here, right? Pushing them in though, there's no real issues. I like how they've cut around them a little bit here. You do have your camera control button protection here. You have your camera lip protection here, your lip around the screen. Now, the one standout feature for this case, you get really good customization. They have a lot of different creative pieces that they do. Like for example, this actually looks kind of cool. I like this. I wouldn't mind having this on the back of my phone. It really speaks to me because that's why he's the GOAT. You have a lot of numerous different options for customizing the case before you even check out. So from that standpoint, I think Casetify does give you the most customization out of all of these cases that I have here. Okay, now we're starting to slowly move into the premium territory. Okay, so this is the Nomad leather case. This is the modern version of their case. They have like so many different options of leather cases, but their materials are really good. Okay, this is Horween leather. For some reason, I've always been a fan of Horween leather from like the Moto 360 watch days. I remember the Moto 360 watch had like a Horween leather strap, and ever since then, I always wanted leather from Horween. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but like I love that style of leather. Now, this particular case is also hand tanned and it's based out of the USA. And price-wise, this goes for $75, but it's almost a lot of the times I go on the website, it's on sale for like 60 bucks. So from that standpoint, I think it's a pretty good deal. My personal favorite option for leather cases is the Nomad case. Just because I don't feel that weird feeling with this Horween leather. And materials wise, this goes hard. Like even on the inside here, you have this nice soft touch material here. You have that slight indent if you wanted to add a lanyard or anything. You have that Magsafe ring, everything. Like it's just a really well-made case. Hardware wise also, they do something a little bit different, right? You have the power button here that has a little bit more texture to it. They're all metal buttons, of course, but it adds a little bit more grip to it. So when you're holding it, you know it's the power button. You also have that same grooved finish for the action button. Now you also have the camera control protection here. You have the lip around the camera here. You have the lip around the front here. And also materials wise, I mean, they do use that TPU soft touch, almost silicone feeling material on the sides here. And I love that combination, that two-tone combination with the leather and that material, because now even protection-wise, you're covered. But if you did want more options, the standout feature with these Nomad cases, the fact that they also offer so many different options of leather cases and even different finish cases, I absolutely love that. So if you wanted like a super minimal look and feel to your phone, this just like magnetically attaches on. Like it's so neat. So the next case I have here is this one, okay? I know, you're like probably like, yo, what the heck is that thing? This is the Arc Pulse case, okay? And this particular one is $99 USD. Goes all the way from $69 to $299 based on the material and the case that you're getting. This is actually CNC machined aluminum. It's a pretty decent, I guess, look or idea at a case. The finish here is like this very shiny graphite looking CNC aluminum. On the inside, you have this like rubbery material, and all you gotta do is kind of just slide this onto your phone, and now it's on. This is what the Arc Pulse case looks like. You guys have probably seen some people rocking this on IG and stuff like that. Protection wise, arguable, okay? This is more so heavily on the look side of things, so you are foregoing a lot of protection. But like 9 times out of 10, your iPhone is gonna drop and it's gonna go down like this or like this, and they have the right amount of protection where you need it. Sure, you have this slightly elevated sides here, so if you can put your phone down without your screen getting scratched, but if your phone falls in a specific way, maybe your screen can be protected. I don't know. It's a little bit scary of a thought. Your camera over here is also, this is elevated a little bit, so you do get protection there. For the most part, like it's doing everything it needs to do. The protection is protecting. But in terms of hardware, there's none, because you're actually using the buttons and everything like that on your actual phone. So that is also, I guess, the specialty factor of this whole case. It's special because a lot of people just want to enjoy holding and touching. Like, you've paid a lot of money for this phone, and imagine you throw on like a $30 case and you never get to even feel what that phone felt like until like 3 years later when you take off that case to go sell it to the next guy who's bought it at a discount and now actually gets to enjoy the phone for like the way it's supposed to be meant to be felt. If you didn't want to be that guy and you wanted to actually enjoy your phone, then this is actually a solid option, and there's nothing else on the market that does this. So it is unique. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Now let's get to the final case, the consumerism final boss here, okay? The Rimowa case, okay? I am a huge fan of this brand, Rimowa. It's like a luggage designer, luggage brand that's also owned by LVMH, and they make really good quality aluminum leather. It's like a very premium, luxurious, aesthetic, lifestyle sort of brand. And they make these cases. Now, material-wise, the reason why this case is so expensive is because this on the back here is also aluminum. Oh wait, I forgot to mention price. Price-wise, these are $190 USD. Pretty expensive cases, but let me tell you what you get with this. Okay, so this is aluminum. This is what they're known for. But all of this is like TPU. So it's like soft touch silicone TPU material. So when you throw your phone in there, it does look pretty good, right? Like, in my opinion, this is the best looking case. And yeah, it looks really nice, but there's a lot of drawbacks to this case. Now, in terms of hardware, this is where this kind of gets docked a lot of points. These buttons are some of the hardest buttons I've ever had to press on a phone case, right? This is just like poor design, in my opinion, right? Pressing this is super difficult. So that's one aspect that I really don't like. But the other thing that I'm gonna say now, which is gonna turn away a lot of people, is because this is aluminum all on the back here, this case is not Magsafe compatible. So you can't actually attach this to a Magsafe charger or a Magsafe accessory or something. You're basically paying a lot more to nerf your phone. I don't know if that makes sense. So you lose the Magsafe capability, you lose the easy touch buttons. You also, in protection wise, you don't have the camera control protection here. But I mean, other than that, you have good protection. You have aluminum here, you have the raised camera cover here, you have the nice lip all the way around here to put your phone down. So, I mean, it's decent, but what is the standout feature of this case? The specialty of this is it's a flex piece, okay? This just looks so good. Like if you're into taking like aesthetic, like luxury, lifestyle sort of photos and curating your feed and Instagram and stuff like that in that way, these cases just look so darn good. So yeah, that's what they have going for them. Also, by the way, material-wise, this side TPU on the silver one discolors. Like you can actually tell even on mine right now, it's discolored a little bit. So this is my favorite looking case out of all the cases we've discussed today. I just hate the fact that I lose Magsafe. Okay, so all in all, Tausif, what are your favorite actual cases? I think looks wise, I gotta say it, okay? I'm a little bit shallow. I'm gonna go with the Rimowa case. I think the Rimowa case it just looks so nice, right? Yes, I don't get MagSafe. Yes, I don't get all that other stuff, but when I'm doing my like Instagram, IG posts and stuff like that, or I'm like trying to like build like this entire aesthetic like loadout and stuff, this just looks so good. My favorite, I would say, leather case for the money, honestly, would probably be the MOFT case because of just how cheap it is, but also how much you get for your bang for buck. But my favorite case, honestly, is tough between the Nomad leather case as well as the Grams 28 case. If I had a white iPhone or a blue one, I might have just gone with the Nomad one. It looks and feels really nice. I like the side. But one thing that I also noticed that kept happening to me is this camera control button. Because this inside is a little bit recessed, this camera button kept being pressed accidentally when I'm resting it on my hand. So I don't know, maybe that's just a me problem, but that's something I did notice. Now, if I did have a white iPhone, I think this one would actually look phenomenal, which is why I would say probably my favorite one, and the one that I'm probably gonna keep on here, is the Grams 28 one for now, because I just like how it looks. It's a good case. So that's probably my personal opinion is, and in terms of my favorite, like if I'm just looking for like a budget go-to case, I would probably go with the ESR just for bang for buck. Is just so hard on that one. But in any case, appreciate you guys. See you guys in the next one. Take care, stay blessed, peace.